What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today is a little bit of a different video. This is a video I've wanted to do for a pretty long time now. We are going to be going over my PlayStation 2 collection today. Now, I know these videos are kind of popular on YouTube, so I've been game collecting for a little bit under a year now. And I've always wanted to do one of these videos. This is how I started game collecting. I think I was started by watching collection videos, and it made me really want to do it. So I finally got a good enough collection where I can show you guys a video. I will also do my original Xbox, maybe Xbox 360 because it's a little beefy. I definitely want you guys to leave a comment down below, like right after I go through all these games, and let me know which game you want to see me do a walkthrough of, because I really do want to do an older game next. Right after I finish up Call of Duty: The Evil Within 2, I definitely want to play an older game, so definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see me play. But anyways, guys, I'm just going to stop blabbing. Let's just hop into my collection. It's not the biggest collection, but I do have some pretty awesome titles in here, and just games you definitely want to play. Some nostalgia, you know what it is, guys. But yeah, definitely we'll do my Xbox One next. Let's just hop into it. So the first game we got, I will try to tell you guys why I bought it, how much I bought it for, or whatever, or even like how much it's worth if I really feel like telling you. But the first game we got here, we're going to start off with some Rockstar titles, and we got Max Payne. Of course, you got to have this if you own a PlayStation 2. This game is awesome. I haven't even played it, but I did watch some gameplay. That is the reason I bought it. I only bought this for a couple bucks, like $6, something like that. So Max Payne, and mostly all these games are complete, so I don't know if you guys care about that kind of stuff, but that is Max Payne for the PlayStation 2. That is a must. So if you got Max Payne, of course you gotta have Max Payne 2 right there, baby. Haven't played this one either, but I know it goes right off the story of Max Payne 1, so definitely awesome game there. Complete as well. Alright, so we got more Rockstar titles coming up. This series, you already know. Grand Theft Auto 3. You gotta have Grand Theft Auto 3. Revolutionized gaming as we know it. Alright, and we got, of course, you gotta have Vice City, baby. Probably one of my favorites in the series. I spent days on this game. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Forgot to show you that they are also complete. I do have a couple games that aren't complete, and those are games that I got when I first started game collecting, because I was like, who cares if it doesn't have the manual? Now, if it doesn't have the manual, I will leave it. Like, I just don't care. And then we got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I have all the greatest hits editions, because I think the first one I found was GTA 3, and it was the greatest hits, so I just wanted them all to match, so I got them all with the greatest hits version. Alright, next we have a pretty underrated game. It's pretty cheap. It's like $3 if you want to grab it. That is State of Emergency. It wasn't even made by Rockstar. It was just published by Rockstar. It was made by, I think, Visceral Entertainment, I want to say. Don't quote me on it. But it's pretty cool. It definitely wouldn't be something released today because, I mean, you could just be in like a mall just spraying down civilians. It doesn't sound good, but you can do that. It's not the objective of the game. And then this you will not see many of in my game collection at all. Blank cases. That is a no for me. This I bought at a flea market for like $2. It's just a blank fucking broken PS2 GameStop case. But this is State of Emergency 2, which I guess is a pretty hard to find game. So I found this. The guy wanted like $2 for it, so I had to grab it just because I didn't have it yet. I haven't even played that yet. But I'm looking forward to it. Next is a staple in the Rockstar games, and I'm hearing rumors about a second one coming. That is Bully, baby. You gotta have Bully if you're collecting for the PlayStation 2. It is an absolute must. Banned. This game was banned in certain countries because people thought it was literally like the objective of the game was literally to bully people. That's literally not what it is. Like, you go against the bullies of the school and kind of take over. Like, it is just an amazing game, amazing story, so much fun to play. It's like a Grand Theft Auto in high school. It is just so freaking fun. And of course I got it complete. I'm pretty sure it has a, yeah, it's got a big ass like map on there. You know how Rockstar does its thing. That is Bully, guys. Alright, next game. I played a long time ago. I haven't played it in years. But this one, it took me a little bit to find this one again. And that is Mark Echo's Getting Up. This is kind of a different style game. You're like a graffiti artist. I don't even know how to describe it. You're like a graffiti artist. You're beating people's ass in the city. I don't know. It's freaking cool, though. Definitely a fun game. By Echo Unlimited. You don't see that shit nowadays. That shit was like from like 2005. Next, I heard this game was terrible. campaign only, but I thought it was kind of cool because it was on the PlayStation 2, and that is Call of Duty World at War Final Fronts. Literally just grabbed this because it's Call of Duty World at War on the PS2, and it's Final Front, so I'm pretty sure, looking at the pictures on the back, I think it's like a different game. Maybe it has like some different areas, different missions or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna check that out someday, see how that is next. This was like my most recent pickup. This was like my childhood right here. Not huge into the Midnight Club series, but this one is perfect. That is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. I just bought this for like $10 last week. Actually, a week ago today I bought this. This game has been on my list of games to get forever now, and finally came across it in like literally perfect condition. So I had to pick that up. You already know what it is, guys. Haven't played that? Check it out. And by the way, guys, the reason I'm doing this video now is because it's getting cold out. It's November. The game hunting season, you want to say, is kind of coming to an end. So nobody's going to flea markets. Nobody's having yard sales anymore. So over the winter, I decided to stop my game hunting videos for right now. And then if you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I will be posting my most recent finds every time I find a game or pick up a game. I'll be posting it on my Instagram. That's usually where I do it. And then when the spring comes, I'm going to bundle all the games I got from now until like April and make one huge like winter game finds video. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then once the weather gets nicer again, then I'm going to restart, start up with my game collecting videos or game hunting videos again. But anyways, guys, this next one is Sled Storm by EA Sports Big, which they make like the Street series. Very, very fun. Like, they usually make awesome games. I did try this one out the other day for like a couple minutes. I didn't like it, and I thought it was cool because it's one of the older PS2 games with the freaking blue disc. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Not the best game, but something cool to have. Next, obviously, you gotta have NFL Street. One of the best, in my opinion, one of the best, most fun football games you could possibly own. If you don't have it, you gotta go get that. It's starting to like get up in price. Like if you go to like a vintage game shop, shit will have like it'll be like fucking $20. I've seen it. I don't know. It's a football game. Next, you won't see many of these in my collection at all, and that is NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. It's a NASCAR game, and obviously, but this one is pretty cool because you start off. It's called Dirt to Daytona for a reason. So you start off in like derby racing cars almost, like on dirt tracks, and then you make your way up to NASCAR. I used to borrow that game from my friend back in the day, so I had to pick it up when I found it. I found it for like $5, and it goes for like 20, so had to grab that. This one, I've been looking for the first one forever, but it is very, very expensive, and that is Obscure the Aftermath. It is a horror game, or survival horror game, that goes along the lines of like a teenage horror movie, you know, like a bunch of friends get trapped somewhere and bad shit starts going on. The first one goes for like $80 to $100. That one is just called Obscure. That one is a little bit harder to find. I found this one for $10 at a game shop, so I had to pick that one up. This one I got from Retro World, only $4, but this was on my list of games I wanted to get, and that is Fur Fighters Bigos Revenge. I just thought the cover art looked pretty cool. I don't really know anything, don't really know too much about it, really. Definitely has more of like a cartoon feel to it. I might check that out someday. Next, also bought from... This game should be in everybody's collection, honestly. I know everybody who game hunts tries to find this if they don't have it already, and that is The Warriors for the PlayStation 2. This one is worth a little bit more than the Xbox version, I'm pretty sure. I bought this for like $17 from Retro World as well. That game was on my list for a pretty damn long time. So that is The Warriors, and of course it is complete. Like I said, guys, mostly all these are complete. So I went to a game shop, not GameStop. I went to a game shop, and I ended up trading like 20 original Xbox games. Like they were like kind of like basic titles like NASCAR and dumb shit like that. And I ended up trading it for one game they had, and that is Mr. Mosquito. This game is a little bit sought after, a little harder to find. It is by Fresh Games, and basically you just play a mosquito, and you have to fly around this household of the Yamada's family home, and you basically just have to suck their blood without them catching you, but they know you're in the house. It's just a little wacky game. It's something cool to have in your collection, and if you ever have like friends over, they could be like, what the hell is that? Yeah, it's a good conversation starter. Next, GTA ripoff, and a lot of people fucking hate this game, but I love it. Driver 3, just so much fun, to me anyways. This, my friends and I started playing back in the day when GTA was just kind of getting boring. We played like GTA 3 and GTA San Andreas and GTA Vice City so many times. We wanted something kind of fresh, so we ended up getting Driver 3, and we honestly would stay up for nights playing this game. I'm not even kidding. Driver 3, definitely a fun game. Not very well reviewed. A lot of people hate it. These next 2 games I got in a game bundle, and I figured I'd just keep them just because, you know, I used to play them as a kid. And that is Big Mother Truckers. Game kind of sucks. Honestly, you literally just drive fucking 18-wheelers, and, you know, people try to hijack you and shit. Not like the best game, but it's kind of fun. Then, of course, you got to have Big Mother Truckers 2. Nothing too special there. I don't think they're really worth too much. I think they're worth like $5 a piece. This game, next game, I freaking searched for everywhere. I've talked about it on my channel before. Back in the day, I went over to my friend's house and he had this game, and I loved the TV show. And I'm like, I didn't even know there was a game for it. So we stayed up literally all night playing it. And then when I started collecting, I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm telling you, I couldn't find this fucking game anywhere. And now all of a sudden, I can find it literally anywhere I go. I could literally go to Walmart and it'll be like under the shelf or something. Like, not really, but it's just crazy. I can find this everywhere now. And that is Celebrity Deathmatch for the PlayStation 2. Kind of wacky, cartoonish, obviously. Not the best fighting game, honestly, but it's definitely fun. Definitely got to check it out. I don't even know who the fuck we got. It's like a bunch of like celebrities. I see Dennis Rodman, Mr. T, obviously, Marilyn Manson. I don't even know who the rest of these motherfuckers are, but definitely a fun game. This one I picked up from the flea market the other day for like $2. That is Street Volume 2. I never even, or NBA Street Volume 2. I never even played the NBA Street games. But I was more of the NFL Street games, but I hear this is like, if you're going to own an NBA Street game, like this is the one to own, so I definitely want to check that one out as soon as possible. Again, guys, leave a comment down below. If you want to see any of these games on my channel, let me know. I'm a huge fan of the Outlaw series, so when I bought that big game bundle, this was in there as well, so I ended up keeping it, and that is Outlaw Volleyball Remixed. I prefer like the Outlaw golf games, because they're pretty fun to play, but I've never even played the volleyball ones, actually. But it's a volleyball game, and it is rated M for humor, violence, and suggestive themes. So, alright guys, so let's move on to the next. Let's move on to this one. This one pisses me off as well. I bought this for $7 back in the day. Again, when I first started game collecting, I only have 2 more of these, I promise you. Basic case, and that is Simpsons Hit and Run. Look at this case. Look at it. I bought it from a game shop, $7, and I'm pretty sure it is only the game. So I'm itching to find the actual like the complete copy, because I freaking love that game, and I definitely need to play that for you guys, because I don't even like The Simpsons, and that game is badass. It's literally like Grand Theft Auto with The Simpsons. But next one we got is Jackass the Game, and I'm pretty sure this is the last generic case I have because of the stupid back here, and it pisses me off to no belief. Like, even look at the side. Paid $10 for it. Jackass the Game. It's just a bunch of little mini games, and you're trying to put together a whole episode of Jackass. It is so freaking fun, so cool. Definitely gotta have that one in your collection. If you've never played it, or you haven't seen the Jackasses, first off, slap yourself and then go watch all the Jackasses. You will not be upset. I think the word I'm looking. No, maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, all right. Next 2 games. Again, I got this game lot that I got, and that is Backyard Football 2008. I wasn't gonna keep this one, but I could see these going up in price because they don't make the backyard games anymore. So at least I don't think they do. But I looked up some gameplay. It kind of looked fun, something to play with like a friend or something if you get tired of Madden or whatever. And then the next one we got is Backyard Baseball 09, which is along the same premise, really. Just something cool to have, play with your friend. Alright, so let me get way down here. Okay, sorry about that. So if you guys like wrestling games, I got a nice big stack for you right here, because I am a big fan of wrestling games. I used to be. I'm not as big of a fan as I used to be, but they're definitely cool. So I got a big stack of wrestling games. So if you don't want to see these, fast forward like 2 minutes. But we got Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home. I heard these are fucking awful. I can't even lie to you. It literally says Jackass meets the squared circle in America's backyard on the back. But literally, yep, it is exactly what you think it is. Backyard wrestling, or backyard fighting, I would say. And then, of course, you gotta have Backyard Wrestling 2. There goes the neighborhood with the freaking insane clown posse on the front. And, oh, I forget his name. That's gonna piss me off. But New Jack, I think. Yeah, that sounds right. Backyard Wrestling 2. I heard this one was even worse than the first one, and I heard the first one sucked, so that's kind of sad. If you guys don't like the WWE, I got TNA Impact, and I got all of these wrestling games, again, in that big lot that I bought for like 90 bucks. It came with like 100 and something games. So that is TNA Wrestling. Pretty shit game, I'm pretty sure. I think the graphics were terrible, and it had like 20 wrestlers, something like that, like something that would get really boring really quick. And then, okay, so here we go. I'd never played this one, but I heard it's pretty cool. That is Smackdown, Just Bring It, with the old Rockstar on the front. Definitely cool. By THQ, you can't go wrong. I hear this is a lot of people's like favorite, and that is Smackdown, Shut Your Mouth. Never played this one either. But I definitely want to check out all the stories for those ones, because especially the ones I haven't seen. And, of course, we got Smackdown, Here Comes the Pain. I did play this one when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure I just played it for the, I can't even lie, the bra and panties match with one of my friends when they came over. I think I played that. And then Smackdown versus Raw. Never played this one either. I know, you're probably like, what the hell? Like, why haven't you played it? I just never even had time. So, the next three I have played, and I love... Oh, never mind. Haven't played this one either. Smackdown vs. Raw 2006. I have not played this one. I lied to you guys. I am sorry. But definitely want to check out the story mode for that. This one is my favorite. I beat this one probably 10 times. That is Smackdown vs. Raw 2007. The story mode is insane. So much fun. You can create your own locker room, customize it. It's like your own house. It's freaking insane. And then we got Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 featuring ECW. A lot of people didn't like this one, but I loved this one. I would always play as like Sabu and just beat people's ass on ECW. Love that one. I think that's it for the wrestling games, guys. Excuse me. All right. Moving on to this one right here. We got Medal of Honor Rising Sun, which I have never played either, but I am a huge fan of Medal of Honor Frontline. So I figured I might as well grab this one. It was only a couple bucks, so I ended up grabbing that one. So I do want to play Medal of Honor Frontline, and then I will probably play that one. This one I got in the game lot as well. I don't think these people knew what their games were worth, because I got some pretty valuable titles in it. And that is Champions of Norrath. I looked up some gameplay. It looks kind of cool. It doesn't look like anything I would ever really play. This is like a $40 game, I would say. 35, 40 bucks. But it's something cool to have in your collection, so I ended up keeping it. Why the hell not? Next game, never played before either, but this is Spy Hunter Nowhere to Run with The Rock. I looked up some quick gameplay, and The Rock is like spitting out one-liners and shit, so it looks freaking funny. Definitely want to end up playing that one because it looks just stupid, but at the same time, it looks kind of cool. Next game, I'm sorry guys, haven't played this one either. I know, I'm insane. I think I'm keeping all like the best games for last. But we got Enter the Matrix. And it's got the cool, I don't know if you guys can see it over this, but they got the nice, cool case. Never played it. Some people told me it was shit, and then other people told me that it was an actual, like, really good movie game. So, I don't really know who to believe. Next two games you guys probably don't care about, but that is NCAA Football 2003. I'm telling you guys, I got this at a gaming convention for $2. And this was my favorite football game growing up, like, hands down. 2003 was just unbelievable. I put hours and hours and hours into it. When I was a kid, this might sound funny, but literally, I love this game so much. I remember I actually ended up wrapping it for myself for Christmas and opening it on Christmas, and I already owned it. Like I owned it, played it. I ended up wrapping it up and reopening it because I loved it. I don't even know what the hell was wrong with me. I was like 10, but I did do that. I love this game to death. And then, of course, we got Madden 2005 Collector's Edition. This is also another one of my favorite football games. I know they're not the newest, not the best graphics, but it's not about the graphics, it's about the gameplay. And I loved NCAA Football 2003 and Madden 2005. So next one, I bought this one last week. Never even heard of it. And this is Escape from Monkey Island. And this one is factory sealed, if you guys can see that. I bought this one for for 15 bucks, I looked it up online, and it's like 15 for just the game. So I found it complete, and I figured I might as well just grab it. It's kind of cool to come across sealed PlayStation 2 games, especially games you haven't even heard of before, so I ended up grabbing it. If you love snowboarding, you gotta love SSX. I love this game. Love this game. I prefer SSX 3, but I haven't came across it yet. So SSX, you gotta own it. Game is a freaking blast. It's like an arcade race. It's just crazy. Next one is a shooter everybody should have, is Black. This game is fucking crazy. The graphics I don't think hold up very well. Back in the day, the graphics were beautiful. The details on the guns were amazing, and now it kind of lost its touch. But Black is just cool, and even the cover is freaking badass. So that's something you gotta have. All right, next I got in that big game lot, and the case is kind of dirty. I might want to clean that, but that is Katamari Damacy, and this game is wacky, let me tell you. So basically, there's like a god, and he tells you that you have to, at least I think, I haven't played it yet, but basically he tells you you have to roll things into a ball, and the more you roll, like the bigger objects you can pick up until you basically make a ball that's bigger than the world. I don't know, it's fucking crazy. But definitely something cool, that collection. Announced they were making a second one. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the GameCube version is worth a little bit more than this one, but that is Beyond Good and Evil. Now, when they announced the second one, people were going nuts, so I figured I had to pick this one up, and I had to play it because I had no idea what it even was. These games on the GameCube, the PS2, and the Xbox, they kind of go for a little bit of money, like 10 to 20 bucks, because not a lot. I guess not a lot of people bought it when it first came out, and now it's more of a sought-after title. It's not bad, but definitely people want to have that in their collection. Got this in that same game bundle. We got Shadow of Destiny. I ended up keeping it because I thought it was going to be worth a lot. It's worth like 10 bucks, I think. But just by the look of it, I thought it was going to be worth a lot. Shadow of Destiny, cool. Oh. I just went through all those games. I forgot to show you that they were complete. It is what it is. Next one is just, it looked freaking awesome, so I ended up keeping it. That is Summoner for the PlayStation 2 by Violation, I think. And that is the same company who made the Saints Row game, so I thought it would be pretty cool. And THQ, so you got both of those companies making the game. It's got to be good, right? Next, I bought for 15 bucks, and that is Raw Danger. I used to have this game. I bought it at BJ's of all places. I don't know if that was the only place you could find it, but I found this at BJ's, and I had to buy it. So it's like a Japanese survival game. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but like everything starts going to shit, and you're like in a hotel, I think it is, and you gotta like survive. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. This one I got from a flea market for $1, and this is, if you have a PS2, this is something you've got to have in your collection. That is Twisted Metal Black. Twisted Metal is just insane franchise. You got to have Twisted Metal. Definitely a fan. Definitely a fan. Is this one complete? It is not. Look at that. Wow. I was like, this feels awfully light. What the hell? Twisted Metal Black. So we're getting down to the last like 15, 20 games here. But I'm pretty sure I saved like the best ones, or some of my favorites in here. Not necessarily the best ones, but this one I bought for 15 bucks because it's something I never heard of, and I just realized I don't have the manual for it, which is going to bug the fuck out of me now. And that is Cold Fear. It is a survival horror game where you are on a boat, and like the weather actually like affects your play and shit. Like, it is just absolutely insane. I haven't played it yet. I did watch the gameplay for it though. And it's definitely becoming a little bit harder to find, so if you find that out in the wild at a flea market or something, definitely pick that up. It is for the original Xbox. I don't know if it was for the GameCube. I want to say no, I don't think. Next game we got is Def Jam Vendetta. I did play this one. I wasn't really a fan of it, but it's Def Jam, so it's something you got to have in your collection. Just not like the best. Oh, good catch, Steve. Just not like the best game. Not terrible, but... and then the next one, oh boy. I went to a website and it said this game was worth like 90 bucks now, and I used to have it and ended up I traded it into GameStop for like $2.50 or some bullshit like that way back in the day. And I got this in that big game lot that I got, and the dude clearly didn't know what he had because he sold the game lot to me, for one of the game lots, for like 40 bucks. And he sent me a picture and this game was in it, and I was like, yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And that is Def Jam Fight for New York. This game is sought after, hard as hell to find, especially complete. This is in like perfect condition, like it's never even been played. It's fucking crazy. but that is Def Jam Fight for New York. I played the shit out of this game for hours and hours, and I think I got it's like rappers fighting and stuff, but I think I got stuck on a fight against Ludacris, I want to say, and then I stopped playing it because it pissed me off. But definitely want to get back into that again, because that game was just too much fun. Next, we got Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Never played this one either. I know I sound kind of bad. I'm just telling you guys I've never played any of these games, but I promise I do game a lot. Next one is Resident Evil Outbreak. I'm looking for Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 as well. I'm trying to find it. And that one goes for a little bit more. That one goes for like 17 to 20 bucks. All right, next we got... I'm trying to find the first one complete. I have just the disc for the Xbox, but I want to find the first one complete for the PS2. And that is The Suffering Ties That Bind. So I'm trying to find The Suffering. Survival horror game. This game is absolutely insane. I only played like an hour of this one, but I beat The Suffering a long, long time ago. I don't even remember how it goes, really. But definitely an awesome series. Very underrated, and it is scary as hell, so definitely got to get into that. One of my friends told me this game was shit, but I had to buy it anyways, and that is Area 51. Because a lot of people praise this game. It's got a cult following to it. Basically, it is what you think it is. I mean, let's see. Discover the mind-blowing truths about UFOs, Roswell, alien autopsies, and more as you blast your way through the U.S. government's most secret and secure military facility, Area 51. So if that doesn't sound fun to you, then there's something wrong with you personally. So yeah, you're in Area 51 blowing aliens away. It's going to be crazy. All right, let me just hold on. I'm going to move all these games up to my desk here. Hopefully you can't see them. All right, this is one of the coolest games I have, and if you own a PlayStation 2, you have to have this. They're on the Xbox too, but you gotta go with the PlayStation version, and that is Manhunt for the PlayStation 2. This game is so controversial. It is just absolutely insane. So basically, you wake up and you gotta kill people for sport. It is just insane. Definitely, this game was banned in like half the countries it was made. Like, it was just crazy. And the cool thing about Rockstar is they don't give a shit about what you think. So they took their second game, Manhunt II, and just took it up a notch. And they made this game actually so violent, it was going to have an adults-only rating at 18+, which would have killed the sales for it. So they had to tone the game down and make it so it could be rated M. And it is rated M for blood and gore, intense violence, strong language, strong sexual content, and use of drugs. So the game is awesome. You got to have the Manhunt series in your collection if you were a game hunter. I mean, they just even look cool. Like, damn. But anyways, we're moving on, guys. So we are at the last 10 games or so. All right, so nothing too crazy here, but definitely some fun games. So we got Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam, which is kind of like an SSX game, honestly. Basically, literally all you do is just skate downhill fast, and you race. It's actually fun. It's something that you wouldn't expect from a Tony Hawk game, but I remember I rented this from Blockbuster way back in the day, and it was just a blast, so definitely fun. Next game. This one took me longer to find than the second one, which makes no sense. This game, I bought it brand new back in the day for $55, I remember, because it was like all my birthday money. I bought Flat Out, and me and my friends, I'm telling you, when we put hundreds of hours in this game, I'm telling you, we put hundreds of hours into this game. Like, this shit is obviously a racing game. You can crash. It's like a demolition derby racing game. There's mini games. You can send your driver flying out the window, which is absolutely insane. And then, of course, you got Flat Out 2, which I haven't played as much, but it's the same premise. Definitely fun as well. I found Manhunt. Found Flat Out 2 for like $10 the other day, like a month back. And this one, and Flat Out 1, I got in that game lot, and it was actually like one of my favorite games that came in the lot. Like, it came with Def Jam, and I saw like Flat Out, and I was like, holy shit, it's Flat Out. And my friend was like, dude, what? Like, all right, guys, let's go to these games because I haven't played either of these ones. This one is Warriors of Might and Magic. Again, doesn't really look like a game I would play all that much, but it definitely looks kind of cool, and definitely looks like something you'd want to have in your collection anyways. It is complete. Alright, and this one is Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain. Freaking awesome game. Definitely got to play that. Alright, and then we got about 5 games left, so let's go with these two. We got Blood Rain, which it's just a badass game. You are Agent Blood Rain, half human, half vampire, all woman, it says on the back. But I've checked out some gameplay. It is just pretty badass. Like, I definitely want to play that game at some point. And then we got Blood Rain 2, of course. You got to have the second one. Never played this one either, but it is along the same lines. All right, last 3 games, guys. So we got, if you have a PS2 collection, man, you have to have this game. If you don't, go buy it right now. It's going up in price. And that is Shadow of the Colossus, the original Black Label edition. Then this game, oh wow, I still got the price tag on there. 18 bucks right there. I'm going to try to peel that off for you guys. But Shadow of the Colossus is unbelievable. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but I'm just going to tell you guys right now, at the end of the game, man, you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel really bad, man. You're going to kind of hate yourself, too. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you. But this game is amazing. Graphically, even today, it is absolutely insane, guys. This was one of the coolest, best-looking games I've ever played, and I mean that to this day, and of course, it's complete. This game is just absolutely amazing. I don't know if I showed you guys the back or not, but Shadow of the Colossus, you gotta have that game. And I forgot a game down here on the floor, which is one of my favorite games, and I ended up finding this at a flea market for 20 bucks. I used to have a demo, oh no, $4, sorry. I used to have a demo disc with this on it, and when I found the actual game like 10 years later, I fucking almost shit my pants. So that is Downhill Domination. You guys are probably like, why? But this is literally a downhill mountain bike racing game, and you can beat your opponent's ass while you're going down. You're going off huge jumps. It is fucking crazy. My friend ended up beating this entire game, and he got like all the unlocks for it. I've only raced on like 3 tracks on it. I haven't even like done the story mode or anything, so I definitely need to check that out. So the next 2 games, if you are a Crash Bandicoot fan, these are for you. I heard both of these games suck, but they both go for some money. One of them goes for about $35, and one of them goes for about $40. So, but my friend did tell me they suck. But I found them in a flea market for $2 a piece, so I picked them up. And the first one we'll go with Crash Mind Over Mutant. I know this game is for the Xbox 360, and that one's worth like fucking 60 bucks. But this one, they're like just more hard to find Crash titles. I'm not really a huge Crash Bandicoot guy. I've always been a Spyro, the dragon guy myself. But this is just something cool to have in your collection. So there we go, guys. You know, I found them and I was like, I don't even want to keep these. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll keep them. This one is Crash of the Titans, and it just looks badass. But you know what? Some of my friends said it sucks. And you know what? Usually when they say that, I enjoy it. Like Call of Duty Ghosts, some of my friends say it sucks, which a lot of you probably will agree, but I fucking love it. So I can't take their word for it. I'm going to have to play it myself, but that is Crash of the Titans. And you know what, guys? That is all of my PlayStation 2 collection. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. I might find a game. Actually, well, I have about like 100 more PS2 games in my closet, but they're all like bum-ass titles that I'm just trying to get rid of. Like, they're nothing good. Like, they're like NASCAR, baseball, football. Like, they're just dumb games I don't want in my collection that I bought in game bundles that I'm just selling. Excuse me. But that is my PlayStation 2 collection, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And I want you guys to leave a comment down below. Let me know what games of here you've played, what games are your favorite, and what games you want to see me play on my channel. Because as you guys know, I'm always playing games. Definitely love you guys watching this video. I appreciate it so much. But anyways, guys, Spawn Trap, that is all I got for you today. If you guys want to see my original Xbox and Xbox 360 collection, definitely let me know in the comments, and I will do that for you, of course, guys. So anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. Spawn Trap's here. I will catch you guys in the next one.